This is a 2024 Acura MDX Type S, and in this video we'll take a look at it inside and out. My name is Joko, and welcome to Urban Auto Adventures. And thank you to Advantage Acura here in Naperville, Illinois for lending me one of their vehicles so I can do a walk around video. I'll put a link to their website down in the description if you want to check them out. Now back to the video. Looking at it from the front, you might not notice anything different except, yes, it's a new car of Acura, but this actually MDX Type S comes with a ton of new features that Acura put in the MDX for the first time. And we'll see quite a few of them in a little bit. Starting with the headlights have a very sleek design to them. You have Acura written right here on the side of the headlight. LED daylight running lights. We have a medium-sized front grille here with the Acura emblem dead center, the Type S written right here, a front-facing camera, a ton of sensors all around the front bumper. We have two smaller grills on both sides here of the front bumper, which are actually vents that end up right here by the wheel. And we also have a very sportish looking front spoiler that is typical actually of the Type S. The 2024 Acura MDX Type S is 198 inches long, 79 inches wide, and 67 inches tall. And it has a ground clearance of 6.7 to 9.4 inches. Alright, now looking at it from the side, the first thing that stands out is the color palette. We have a very beautiful gold black color palette here, which actually goes in perfect harmony. Now, I did say that this car comes with a ton of new features, so let's start with a few of them. Starting with the wheels, we have 21-inch wheels with obviously with disc brakes and an electric servo braking system. In the front, we also have a 4-piston Brembo braking system as well. Red calipers, folding side mirrors with a camera down here, which serves for the 360 view, maybe also your blind spots. We have roof rails, the beautiful two-tone color design, like I said, with the black trim giving it a very beautiful outline. And this is the first model that Acura introduces that has the adaptive air suspension system with auto leveling, which is pretty cool. Looking at it from the back, we continue to see the aggressive look that Acura put in their 2024 Type S MDX. We've got a LED brake light up here with a rear-facing camera, very stylish LED taillights, the Type S emblem here in the back as well, a backup camera, the MDX emblem. We have more sensors on the rear bumper, two dual exhausts coming out of both sides, and this beautiful, very sportish, very aggressive looking rear bumper. And to open up the lift gate, you can open up in two ways. You have one way is by simply pushing the button here on the lift gate and it will open up by itself, or you can open it hands-free just by waving your foot below the trunk, which will activate the sensor and open up the lift gate. It's not a new feature, but it's a cool feature to have. Now here in the back, the opening of the trunk space here of the Acura MDX is fairly big. Even though it's a 3-row seater, you still get plenty of space to put groceries, luggage here behind the 3rd row. And in case you need more space, what you have is below here, you got a whole nother section of empty space. On this side, you also have a 12-volt power outlet and some more storage here with hooks if you want to tether something to the ground so it's not moving, obviously. To put down the seats, all you do is pull on these handles and push the seat forward and it actually goes down. And this opens up a lot more room for you to play with and, you know, store stuff if you need to. And if you want to raise the seats again, all you do is pull on the same lever again. It's very easy, very fast, and there you go. Now you have a 3rd row again. To close the lift gate, you push on the button and it closes by itself. The 2024 Acura MDX Type S boasts a 3-liter V6 24-valve turbocharged engine, which with a 10-speed automatic transmission gives you 355 horsepower or 354 pound-feet of torque. What you also want to know is where to put your windshield washer fluid, and it's hidden right here in the corner out of the engine bay compartment, which is pretty smart, so you don't have to spill windshield washer fluid all over your timing belt. In the interior, the Acura MDX does not disappoint at all, and actually Acura have truly outdone themselves when it comes to, combining the materials and color palette for the interior of this car as well. We have a nice combination of leather with light stitching, wood panels, and beige leather with darker stitching. Now, starting from the center, we have our center console, which is not a touchscreen, but does feature Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and is controlled by a touchpad conveniently located right here in the center, where you can rest your arm on this armrest and control the infotainment system like that. Next, we have our climate control system, which is right here in the center console, and it's all physical buttons. I'm sure everybody appreciates that. Two of the climate control buttons are extruding for easier access of lowering and increasing the temperature. Right in the center, we have our dynamic mode selector, which pretty much selects the drive mode that we want to be in. Now, as I said, this car has an air suspension, which means that once you select your drive mode, the car will adjust the air suspension and auto level it accordingly. Next, right below it, we have a small charging station, which you can push to access a USB-C and a regular USB charging port. As I said, our mouse pad, we have a small storage compartment here, I'm assuming for the key, two cup holders right here, wireless phone charging right here. You get a small storage compartment for your phone right here, and if you lift this up as well, it clicks into this, you get an additional storage compartment right here with a 12-volt power outlet and a regular USB charging port. Next, we have a regular sized glove box compartment with more storage in the doors for additional bottles. Next, you have a heated and ventilated 16-way power seats with electronic lumbar support, thigh extenders, and side bolsters, and a 9-way massage function. The seats also come with a memory for up to 3 people in the driver's seat and in the passenger seat, which is pretty amazing. Next, the car continues to amaze with the ELS Studio 3D sound system because it has 25 speakers throughout the entire car. Not only that, but the front speakers are also illuminated. On top here, we have a sliding and tilted panoramic sunroof with an electronic sunshade, which comes in pretty handy. For our driver, we have a heated steering wheel with paddle shifters, a digital instrument cluster right in front of you, physical buttons on the steering wheel to control some of the safety features, and a 10.5-inch heads-up display. Sitting here in the second row of the Acura MDX Type S, I must say it's really comfortable. I've got a good sightline, good view of the panoramic sunroof, which extends, all the way almost to the back of my head, which gives me a pretty nice view. On the top here, we have LED lights throughout the entire vehicle. We have a retractable sunscreen here, which is coming out of the door, nice and cool. We have 2 bottle holders in the door, more storage here behind the driver and the passenger seat. In the center, we have our climate control unit with physical buttons, and we also have heated seats here on the second row, which is pretty neat. Down here we have a 12-volt outlet, 2 USB charging ports, and a 115-volt house outlet right next to it. This car is considered a 7-seater, but if you do not need the third seat here in the middle between these two, we have a 50-50 split of the second row seats. What that means is you can simply turn this into an armrest with 2 cup holders and additional storage, which is pretty neat for, for longer trips. Getting into the third row is actually fairly simple. All you do is push this button and the seat will come forward, making it easier for you to jump inside. Now, sitting here in the third row of the Acura MDX, you pretty much get what you expect. It's a little bit cramped, especially if the people in the second row are a little bit taller, then you pretty much got no leg room here whatsoever. Luckily, if you put down the center seat, you are able to somehow, conform yourself here in the seat. So I don't think the third row here is meant for any adults sitting here in the back or for any longer trips. But what you do get here, if you have somebody sitting in the back, is 2 USB charging ports on both sides, which is pretty convenient. And you also get a cup holder here in the back and LED lights. Cool. And if you want to exit the car and there is nobody sitting here and you cannot reach the button down there below, there's a button on the inside on the back of the seat that does the same thing. You push it and it moves the seat forward. Convenient. Helps you to get up. And that concludes our video for today. Thank you for watching this far. If you haven't already, make sure you share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future video updates. If you want to watch more amazing car videos, click on the thumbnail right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.